Hi, and welcome to Geno's Takes, the Tuesday morning wrap-up where we go over a couple trends in the NFL that we saw this weekend. And let's face it, all three of these are no-brainers. One, obviously you saw the Kansas City Chiefs tragedy that they're used to about every other year as Jamal Charles went down with what Andy Reid feared was an ACL. That guy is in denial. It happened Sunday in the Chiefs-Bears game, and anyone that saw the injury knew immediately what happened to Jamal Charles' knee. Because the last time I saw a knee turn like that, it wasn't on a Chief or a Bear. It was on a Flamingo. But I find it interesting and actually laughable that Andy Reid says they feared that's what it was. No, by we, he means me. And by feared, he means terrified. Because without Jamal Charles, the Chiefs have absolutely nothing. We've gone over their woes at quarterback with Alex Smith, who's currently the second lowest rated quarterback in the NFL, who we know about his span of 23 games without a touchdown pass to a wide receiver. And even though he's thrown two this year, actually only one. Because the swing pass he threw sideways to the fastest man I've ever seen in my life, the Anthony Thomas, he's listed as a wide receiver, but he's a running back, and he was playing like a running back, and this team is a mess. And you've got to realize something. Jamal Charles, in losing him, they don't only lose their number one running back, they lose their number one receiver, which is why Andy Reid has to realize two things. Jamal Charles is irreplaceable, but at the end of the season, Andy Reid will not be. Oh, let's get Niall Davis, please. Andy Reid himself admitted Niall Davis is a north-south runner who has trouble turning. Trouble turning? Have you seen him? I've seen better cuts from safety scissors. Stay away from the Chiefs. Stay away from them in fantasy. Let's move on to the next disaster. Colin Kaepernick never fails to disappoint at being disappointing. They had that terrible loss crushing loss in the last minute to the Giants Sunday night. And what did he say afterwards? Not, oh, we need to fix this or that, or I need to play better, or I need to learn a playbook that's more than 3 pages long and doesn't have phrases like see dick pass. No. He said, I still think we can go 12-4. Really? He said, oh, here's his quote, excuse me. We still have the opportunity to go 12-4. Really? Because you have 7 games left in the division. 1 against Arizona and their incredible defense. 2 against the vastly improved Rams defense, who probably have the best defense in the league, maybe, if definitely not the division. And Seattle, the 2-time defending NFC champs. And you have 2 more against the Cardinals, who haven't lost yet. And Atlanta. Those birds haven't lost either. So you have the opportunity to do that, but in all probability, Colin, you're going to go frigging 1-15 unless you play your next 11 games against the Detroit Lions, and that's not going to happen. So make the opportunity you have left in what could very well be your final season. And speaking of abortions and the Lions, Jim Caldwell, I said in the video this week, he ruins football for cities. He is so bad that he took the Colts in 2 years from one of the best teams in the league to Andrew Luck draft status, and then he was gone. And now he's in Detroit, where he literally said, like a 5-year-old at halftime to Matt Stafford, if you throw another pick, I'm yanking you. He threw a pick, he yanked him. How does that make him better? Playing through fear? And he put in Drew Orlovsky, the man who has an unassisted safety in the NFL. Are you out of your mind? I feel bad for Matt Stafford. If you own him, he's never going to be any good. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. He never had a good coach. Jim Schwartz was a defensive-minded coach who ruined him, and Jim Caldwell is just a guy who says, play better, make me look better, do what you did when you got here. Stop it. I don't know what his playbook and leadership skills are, but I've seen better leadership in Lord of the Flies. I read that once. You can't deny it. Look, stay away from the Lions. Keep betting against them like Daddy did this week. Are you following my incredible streak? 21-4-1. Get on board. 2 baseball videos tomorrow morning.